Hello and welcome to the tribe. So let's see what message we have today. Grateful. That's a good start. Happy or caring. Oh, well, so nice. Trusting. And overwhelmed. Well, there we go. I was looking for that. Okay. That's why. Okay. Oh. So, spicy. The pen and the spiral. Okay. So I feel there is someone here. I feel this is an external energy because of that one. That card here. That's an offer with roots. So somebody here is in a total field for you. So they are grateful that they have witnessed your beauty, right? And they're happy, caring, so they care a lot about you. Trusting as well. But then it comes to overwhelm. So I feel that you are triggering all the nice fields in them. Happy, grateful, caring, trusting. It's like having the trust in the universe, or all of that beauty. And then it comes to overwhelm, because I think they don't approach you just yet. Because this is the card of parallel lines. They're close but not together. And this is the pen, which, it's a fountain pen. So it's a bit like somebody's taking their good time to approach you, I feel. I feel this is something that it's probably an insecurity there, that somebody's really insecure of wanting to approach you because they know of what impact you have on their lives. And with this also looks like a coral here, with a happy. This just also shows that this is something rare for them, that they are feeling so deeply about you. So there's an offer with roots that I kind of want to give you, but they are just a bit overwhelmed by everything, with the spiral here. It's like they want to say something, but it's like they're in front of your door. The hand is already there. They are about to knock, but then they don't. I think it's because they really, really like you, and they don't want to mess things up. And with the pen and the creation, it's like they want to prepare for it and make things right and all of that. It could be that this is you, thinking about somebody there, with all the fields and wanting to prepare. So flip it the way you need it to. I'm just picking up somebody else's energy that's incoming. Also with the spicy, that's like a spicy card, right? Yeah, okay, it's a weird banana card, actually. It's supposed to be a banana, but today it kind of looks a bit like a chili as well. So it's a bit hot, right? You know what hot means, not just the temperature. So what's the point of me making the reading? Why are you supposed to know that? If this is you standing in front of somebody's door wanting to knock but not knocking, I feel that there's encouragement for you to no amount of creation, like preparation, writing something, like a poem or so, serenading in front of somebody's house or something. This is not going to get you in per se. This is not supposed to be discouraging. It just means that no amount of beautiful creation will lead to a beautiful outcome with somebody, because it's more about what happens once you're together, right? What happens when those parallel lines meet? Is there are you vibing? I'm just kidding. Like, are you vibing together or not? And that's nothing that you can prepare for. And therefore, I would say you can be. This is encouragement to be curious, to have that offer in mind. But it could also be that there's some situation here where you are really loving somebody up from a distance. I mean, with social media, it's easy to look at somebody and, just liking them a lot based on what they share online about themselves, even though this is always an incomplete picture. Obviously, it's just that I feel that you're probably very attracted to their output with the pen, right? You are attracted to what they are presenting online. It could be that you are that, or that this person, it flips. So there's both on the table here. It could be somebody that's looking at you, that's very attracted to you based on what you shared, or it's somebody that, or it's you looking at somebody, or am I picking up both because you're both thinking that and feeling that way about each other? Well, that would be funny. That would be really funny, wouldn't it? Like both of you standing in front, like spiritually standing in front of each other's doors and not knocking because no, right? Oh, okay. So I feel that there's this going on, but the importance is the focus needs to be on what happens when you meet. From a distance, you fill in the blanks with your own mind, and you can have conversations in your head, full-blown conversations, and they might be really nice, but when you meet the person, it could be totally off, and that is something that you want to have in mind as well. You want to have something. I feel that you want to ground things down, and that's where the overwhelm is there. I think I'm just talking about the overwhelm because the rest is just beautiful. Obviously, you want to stay in the beautiful state of emotions, but also the overwhelm is there because I feel that there's a stress about you want to ground this down, and you want what you experience mentally. You want this in real life, and you really hope that this is going to be like that because it's a happy Carol unicorn card. Coral. Carol? Did I just Carol? Okay, it's a coral, right? Okay, well, maybe it means something to you. So I think there's somebody here really wanting to approach you, or you wanting to approach somebody. Let's pull some more. I want to know more. Because yes, so and it's also all based on what you are putting out there, who you are, who your creation is. This is a higher self thing, right? When you're creating something, you are tapping into something more than just your earthly stuff. And when it comes to earth, things can look a bit different because it's so close to the ground. I'm just being reminded of, looking closer at the grass you're sitting on, and then you see all the bugs, right? So that's that. It's not a warning. It's just like, I think you're aware of that. But you are still so drawn to them, to their higher self, that you are willing to, you just want them in your life, right? Or they want you. The starborn, yeah, so they recognize your star heritage. They recognize that you are from a different place. Where you come from, that's where I was drawn to talk about this beautiful connection. And I feel that no matter what happens, I want to say, don't be too focused on the outcome to remove the overwhelm, right? Don't be too focused on that. Be focused on the beautiful energies. And if there's a way for you to meet up, try to arrange this. Of course. But I feel that then there's the overwhelm as well of being stressed before that. Looking in the mirror and being like, oh, not pretty enough. Okay. And the pilgrim. Oh, see. The pilgrim. I find it very interesting, because a pilgrimage is so important for the person who takes up the courage to walk that long for a specific goal to go somewhere. But most of all, a pilgrimage is about yourself. And the pilgrim was on the creation card. It also says that, let's say you are inspired to create something for them, like a poem or, something like that, for them, right? So you want to present that to them. But in the end, what you are actually doing is you are working with yourself. So you are doing this, ironically, you are doing it more for yourself than for the other person. And that's a good thing. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just that it's not as selfless and all of that as people assume. It's the same with a pilgrimage. Let's say somebody is there on the other side of the world, starting to, cycle around the world to meet somebody at the other end of the world. Like somebody falls in love online and then decides to go somewhere by bike or even by foot. The thing is the pilgrimage then just about meeting the other person? Because why would you go through so much hardship when there are planes? Well, because, a long journey like that is certainly probably not cheaper than a pilgrimage. It's all about also self-development here. And this wants to be looked at. It's important though. It's about, it's what motivates you to do that, of course. But it also wants to literally steer you towards what can you do with this? Because the outcome is not guaranteed. There's no guarantee of what if you meet the person and you just don't get along, right? That can happen, especially if a relationship of some sorts, maybe even a parasocial relationship. I think that's what they are called, when you are just when it's more or less one-sided and you are just loving somebody up that you don't even know in person. What can this relationship bring you? Like how can you make use of this for your own self-development? And I'm not saying that, of course, I think there's this. Now I'm talking to the person approaching rather than the person receiving. And the receiving part is also difficult to some extent, because some people are not that easy, they are a bit uncomfortable in receiving a lot of love. And it's also, if there's a stranger approaching somebody else and they are just not, and you have been, let's say you are the one approaching somebody who you really love, even though you don't know them, but you love their creation and whatever they do, their pictures, everything they display. You kind of feel their essence and you love them up, but they don't know you. How is this supposed to go well, right? There's no way of it going well if the other person didn't do the same with your stuff, right? However, if there are two people experiencing the same things because they're both secretly looking at each other's stuff, that's a different story. Then that's the common ground. Whereas the other way is just one-sided, and that's a bit difficult. It just wants to look at that, but it wants to focus on the pilgrimage. That's very important, because I think if you utilize this, you are creating something very, very divine, because you are focusing on somebody else's divine output. The comic. Okay. Okay, well, and the bridge. Okay, well, look at this. Look, the thing is, I don't really look at this is a rather new deck for me, and I don't look up the cards before I use the decks, so I get surprised. Look at this freaking cat there. I gotta look at it. Oh, Mao, look at this cat. Look, it's so funny. Do you think they're funny? Do they think you are funny? I think this is a card of when I was laughing, it's like you're lighting them up. So whatever you are doing, I think that's for you and for, however it fits. But I think you are just for them funny. Like they think that's so rare, isn't it? It's such a special trait to make somebody laugh. And yes, while being funny and being happy are two different things, right? That's with funny and happy here. Those are different things, I'm just being reminded of, what's his name? Robin Williams. You know, how his life ended versus what he did with it, like what he did with people and even animals when he was around them. Like he was a tremendously gifted person and being empathic of, sensing somebody's what they need and then enhancing it and making people laugh. That's such a gift. This is so rare. Many people try to be funny, but they're not really, but being actually funny, I feel that this is a special character trait. This is somebody who perceives that about you and loves that up. And there's the bridge. See, so I feel that you're very close if this resonates. So what you're feeling is not an illusion if you think that it might be. It's not. You're very close, both of you. I feel that there's this rainbow there that is connecting you. So if you were in doubt, maybe you were however it applies. So you're very close and you really are connected in the spiritual. Yeah, but maybe this is a hint of, explore this a little bit, right? What's that there? And there's a George, our emotional support cat. But I think this is the first part of the reading is already there. So it's about focus on your pilgrimage, your creation, your thing. And don't say it's bad because it's not as selfless as one might think, but it's about you developing into somebody. And if the universe wants to put you together, there will be an approach and the vibes will be really good. So that's really nice. I'm gonna put another cat card, cat guru card actually, to wrap it up and see what else we get. So, timeshare cat. There's no place like home or home. Ownership is a concept dreamed up by the owner. Yeah, see, there we have the emotional support cat. Hello. Yeah, so, it's about, what you dream up in your head and how it can benefit you. Use that, utilize it. It's good for you, right? Use the nice, happy feelings. Don't focus on the overwhelm, on the grounding things down and wanting ownership, right? Want to put a harness on whoever there is. You don't need that for now. I'm just saying that focus on the beauty of everything and on your creation and how it develops you. That's the most important part for you right now. And let's see who this reading resonates with the most. I love the comic card. That's just, it looks a little bit like Sir George, just a little bit, right? Yes, like same color. George. Okay, that's good. Well, okay, no, all of them. Look at them. No, don't take them all. More fall out just like that, then I take. Oh, wow, this one flew out. And it's Aries. Okay, well, there we go. Yes, the link to the extended will be down below. And have a nice day. Bye-bye.